Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever video for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes 2. So Relic Amplifiers have arrived and I think we've got some problems. Today I'm going to talk about these problems and offer up some possible solutions CG could do to help ease the negativity surrounding these Relic Amplifiers. I know a lot of people really don't like what's going on. It feels like Gear 14. It is Gear 14. So that brings us to our first problem. This is another gear chase. I'm starting to spend more time just gearing characters rather than using them. This is like having a new car and you wax it up, you're adding new rims to it, you're doing all these fancy things to upgrade it, and then you can't drive it. I really don't see Relic Amplifiers adding anything new to the game other than just power to a lot more characters, to all characters really. But the thing about it is, you're still doing the same thing. You're still trying to win arena, you're still doing grand arena, you're still doing territory battles. There's nothing new. There's no playable content being added to the game. But yet we're being asked to pay for these relic items or to wait longer to get them or to have more stress on gearing up characters that they're really providing us no way to use. Come on. Geonosis territory battles is a reskin of Hoth territory battles. Nothing new. When's the last time we had something truly new? Well, the Sith raid, and that's been over a year and a half ago. Ships? Han's Millennium Falcon has been the meta for 9 months. We're tired of it. CG needs to put more effort into creating new playable content rather than making fancy videos or making the character profiles these neon signs like some bad dive bar. Put some effort into creating new playable content. By the way, those neon things look awful. The second problem I have with Relic Amplifiers is that I think this really is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes 2. I say that because it really does feel like this gates advancement into the new playable content. If you're not at endgame and have access to those Relic Amplifiers, whatever they do bring, whether it be light side Geonosis territory battles or a new raid, you're going to have a tough time gaining access if you're not at endgame. So it doesn't promote new player growth. It doesn't promote new players coming into the game because there's so much to do already just to get to endgame that by the time you spend 2 or 3 years to get there, this game might not even exist. And back to what I said about new playable content, come on. We've got so many reskins, Geonosis territory battles, reskin. I'm sure when they do come out with the vehicle battles, that's going to be a reskin of ships. Everybody loves ships now, don't they? Quit being lazy, CG. Develop something innovative and new that's fun. The stuff that we're getting now, do you remember when we used to go to arcades and you'd go and there'd be this shiny new cabinet and you'd put a quarter in, you'd play the game, and then a year later you'd come back and there'd be another game, something like Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. It was the same game. They changed some colors, but it was the same game. That's essentially what we're getting with the new content. You go in, you see this cabinet, it's got a new name on it, and instead of it being any new game, really they've just added a new slot to put another quarter in. Problem 3, and this is a threat both to the game and to the community, and that's burnout. Think back to when you started playing this game. From level 1 to 65, you progressed really quick. It was a matter of days that you could accomplish this. It was really fun, really engaging. You were getting new content, new areas of the game, and the holotable were opening up. It was fun. From level 66 to level 85, it got a little bit slower, but you were still getting stuff done. You just started to learn what was good, not good. You were really gearing important things. The fun was still there. After level 85, it became all about the Carbantes, the stun guns, the stun cuffs. Then it became Gear 12, Gear 12 Plus, Chirotechs, Finishers, Gear 13, and now Relic Amplifiers. How is somebody supposed to start this game and make any real progress after the first month or two of play? You hit level 85 and you realize, great, I've got 2 years or $10,000 to catch up. That being said, I still think there are free-to-play ways to get this done. It's a little bit of readjustment, and you got to remember, not everybody's just going to come in this weekend and have Gear 13 or Relic Amplifier Level 7 everything. Sure, there are going to be some that wail, and they're going to have the new toys. It's going to be fun for them. We've got some new stuff coming. We don't know exactly how that's going to play out. So instead of just tanking it all right now and saying, let's quit, let's see what it brings. Let's take a deep breath. Let's re-strategize. I'm already sure that there are ways to get the job done without having tons of level 7 Relic Amplifier characters. Now back to the problem. The problem with this burnout occurring is that CG has overloaded the player base with things to do that aren't fun. It's more gearing rather than play. And what it does when you have that much to do to use your characters, it creates overload. That overload creates frustration. Frustration means if you spend, you relieve frustration. That's how CG makes money. It's not really cool. Give us something worth buying, and then maybe we can talk. Don't ask us to buy in hopes that you'll give us a product that we want. You know, all this new gear, it really feels like the marquees from 2018. You remember that when we had like 26 marquees in 4-6 months, somewhere around there? People got exhausted. People quit. Yeah, the player base is large and there's still a good bit here, but we lost a lot of good people, and that's a shame. And from all those marquees, guess what we got? We got Revan. We got Revan again. We got a year of Revan. All Revan. Nothing but Revan. Next. So how would I fix this? The first thing I would do is make some of the content that already exists replayable. You don't need a reward. We just play it because there's a lot of times there's nothing to do in the game, or we have to wait until we get some kind of a refresh, or it's guild time to do certain things. Make things like Galactic War replayable. We've already got like the events. We get 5 tries at the events. Why can't we have 5 tries at Galactic War or something? I mean, make it so you can just do ghost battles in Squad Arena. Number 2, new playable content. How about something truly new, like a story mode? I know that's been discussed before, but how fun would that be? I mean, that would generate so much engagement, it wouldn't be funny. That would make gearing these characters really worth it. How about just a new raid? We're going on 2 years now, and we haven't heard anything about a new raid. How about that Death Star? It's time. Something else fun. How about being able to invite your ally to do a battle? PvP, either real time or not, just have it where you can do a battle against your ally. No rewards, just fun. And my personal favorite, I call it Bizarro mode, where you do a battle, like I was saying, like with the allies or something, a one-on-one. You take in your squad of 5 characters, only the most powerful character and the least powerful character trade powers. So the most powerful character is now your least powerful, and the one that's on the bottom, they get a big boost. They get to use things that they've maybe never used before and do it effectively. And let's trade 2 and 4 while we're at it and leave the one in the middle alone. It'll make play more fun. It's just something new, something a little bit different without being wholly new content. And number 3, how about a build your own character mode? I know they've got some tools that they use to build characters. Would it really be that difficult to give us some access to that where we can go in and build some generic character to go into some of these like Ghost Arena battles or whatever, just to have some fun? Maybe make it a little bit of a cost. I don't know, maybe 100 crystals to design a character. You can do one at a time, switch one out, whatever. Just something that's a little bit new and exciting. Now my bonus recommendation, make Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes more like Tinder. That's right, we're all just looking for a hookup anyway. Why not give us a way to swipe and maybe find some new allies or new guilds, new guild mates? It's just something different, something that will help us get more involved in the community maybe. And hey, it could be fun. So that's all I've got for this one. And pretty soon I'm going to release the next episode from my free-to-play Law series. It's going to be discussing a little bit more about Relic Amplifiers and where you are in the game and how those apply to you, how you can get through this free-to-play and still progress and advance to the top and get paid. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. I appreciate your time. Come check out my Discord server. The link is down below in the description. Also, make sure to leave any comments you might have. Let me know your thoughts on what needs to happen in the game, how we can make this fun. Because right now it seems like you're either at endgame and progressing forward in some form or fashion, or you've got a long road in the early and middle game to get to the point where Relic Amplifiers really even apply. Have a great one, folks, and I'll see you next time.